But the reason why you all are here today is to talk about baseball and softball signups. Whoever wants to take this one, how are those going so far?
Yeah, sign-up numbers are really good so far.
Good.
So we're looking at about 350 in our baseball league. So that ranges with kiddos from ages 4 to 13. And then we're at about 240 in our softball program, which is girls aged 4 to 12.
Wow.
So we're super excited that the numbers have turned out. And you have about 24 hours left to get those registrations in.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so that deadline is fast approaching.
And there's not like a cap necessarily on the amount of kids?
No, we will extend those caps as we see those numbers getting close. Once registration ends, we then wait list, and then that kind of depends on where our numbers sit. But we are dead set on our deadline of being
today, March 15th.
Correct.
And is at the end of the actual day or the end of kind of the work day, like 4:35?
Well, it'll be like 11:59 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So.
And folks can do that online. Is that right?
They'll go to Frankfort Parks Rec website.
Perfect.
And you'll create an account through Civic Rec and make that selection there.
Okay. That sounds great. And Louanna, I have here that you've been with Parks since you were a teenager. Is that right?
I have.
In what capacity?
When I was 14, actually, when they let 14-year-olds start, now I think the age is 16, but when I was 14, I started umpiring for the Parks.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And
At
I
14?
just always stayed on.
Wow.
So now that you're in your 20s, you're doing other things, right?
Right, and I still umpire some. But definitely, I'm in a more administrative capacity at the moment.
Yeah. And so what kind of, since you've been there, what kind of changes have you seen in baseball and softball?
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen, circular changes. We've tried things. We've come back. We always are trying to look to make things better. This year we have several really good changes, I think, coming to the program. We added the 13-year-olds for baseball in the spring. We are going with KHSAA rules for both the baseball and softball, all the programs.
Okay.
To kind of more mimic when we first started, Parks and Rec, there weren't middle school teams. And now you have kids playing middle school ball. And so we're trying to align our rules with those.
Okay. Are those like rules of the actual game itself, or you're talking like age group?
Rules for the actual game.
Okay.
So, like, for example, baseball will be able to now have 50, 70-foot, 50 for the mound, 70-foot base paths.
Oh, I see.
And we did have smaller ones. They'll also be able to steal at any time. They used to have to go back after the pitch. Softball will be able to run on a third strike, etc.
Gotcha. And then you mentioned that you were an umpire, and you still kind of do some call some games here and there, and it's really a thankless job, right? But you all are still hiring umpires for the league, right?
Yes, we absolutely are. So we're looking for umpires, scorekeepers, and concession stand workers.
Okay.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of people to keep all the parts moving.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that this is the time when parents want their kids to be getting outside as it's getting warmer and stuff. And so this is a great opportunity for them to get their kids signed up for these sports. But it's a commitment for the parents, too.
It is. It is very much so. Anyone with kids knows the commitment.
Well, I know that the parents do appreciate the city, having these programs for their kids.
Yeah, we're very blessed to have a great support system to be able to offer these programs.
So something else that maybe parents can do, coaches. Do y'all have enough coaches?
Well, we're always accepting coaching applications. Coaches aren't always easy to get. We're really blessed here in Frankfort, though. We usually have a pretty good turnout for our coaches, but we always love accepting those applications so that we have them on file.
Right.
Because it's also not an easy job.
No.
And it doesn't pay well either.
No.
Smiles.
Yeah.
And let's throw it out there. We currently need minor league baseball and softball coaches and some instructional baseball coaches as well.
Okay.
Nice. Well, what else is coming up for Parks in the next few weeks?
April's a busy month. That kind of kicks off all the things that we get going. Our pickleball leagues will start. Our tennis programming will start. Our 3D archery range targets go out, so that's exciting. And then we have Reforest Frankfort as probably one of our first really big events on April 13th. So, yeah, everything's really starts getting moved
Wow.
when that weather turns.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And where is the Reforest Frankfort? Is it at the West Six
Yes,
farm?
it's gonna
Okay,
be
I
at
thought I
West
saw a
Sixth this
banner
year.
around
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, those are up, and all the planning's still in motion. And
Cool.
Alex has got a hand on that, and she's going to be here, I think, in a couple of weeks to talk about that too.
Oh, okay,
so,
perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds great.
She'll divulge all her
Yeah.
secret details.
But to see all of that, should folks go to the park's website or Facebook?
Yeah, so
Okay.
our Facebook is really great. Our website as well. All that information
Mm-hmm.
is available there. For jobs specifically, you'll want to go to the City of Frankfort website.
Okay.
And that's how you'll apply for jobs. So those will be through the city.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And before we let you guys go, we won't read all of our comments just yet, but there is a couple of comments on Facebook pertaining to you all, actually.
yeah.
Commissioner Aldridge is watching. She said, our parks team is amazing. Keep up the great work.
Hey.
And then my dad is actually watching. Tim Hubbard. He says, I'd like to say hello to Louanna. Always enjoyed working with her in state government.
Oh,
There
okay,
you go.
cool.
Shout
Did
out.
not know Tim was your dad.
Yeah.
I
feel
like
I
Tim
get
a
that.
great deal.
I know. I feel like I get that a lot. Both of those. That I didn't realize that was your dad. Also, he's great.
He was
So,
my
he's a
assistant
good guy.
director for years. and
Oh,
years.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
Small town.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah, small town. So just a reminder, March 15 today is the last day to get kids signed up for baseball and softball, and they can do that on your website, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Anything else you guys want to get before we send you off with the rest of your day?
No, sign those kids up.
Yeah.
Sign 'em up.
Yeah, apply for
Time's running
jobs.
All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us this morning.